Hello everybody! Long time no see. Goodness, it's been a while. I think it's even been longer than a month. But I have good reason for not uploading for so long. If you guys recall, I did mention I was going on a vacation of sorts to Country Explosion, which by the way was awesome. Every band that played was just fabulous. But then I also returned back to where I'm originally from, and I ended up getting surgery, which, if you can't tell by the title of this video, that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So let me give you a little bit of a backstory. Don't let the plastic surgery scare you. It's not anything on my face, obviously. But starting in about 9th grade, I developed some large assets, and those assets being obviously my boobs. I was around a triple D by the time I was 14, and things just got bigger from there, while the rest of my body stayed the same. So I'm 22, and I've been dealing with these assets for a long time now. I really struggled with back pain and shoulder pain, and I'm even still doing it now. Slouching, I slouched horribly because of just the weight of them, and I was also always constantly trying to conceal them any way that I could, so I'd always roll my back to try and deter from the fact that I had these huge things on my body. But I also struggled really badly with confidence because clothes never ever fit right. Trying to find something to wear every day was a struggle, and don't even get me started on shopping. I also didn't really feel confident when I was around other people. I felt like they were constantly, I guess, looking at my chest and not at me. And I know that sounds conceited, but I mean, in reality, they really were, because I would have girls, boys, strangers, friends come up and like talk to me about them, like, do you know that you have really large breasts? I'm like, what? No, get out of here. I had no idea. So I really just struggled with confidence in general, and I also felt like, on top of them just only noticing my chest, I felt like I got a bad stigma because I had large breasts, meaning guys thought I was easy. Guys and girls both thought I was slutty because of them, even though I never showed any cleavage and I always dressed in the best way possible. People were still assuming that I was slutty or easy or whatever, and so that was also very impairing, I think, to the way I went out and hung out with people and interacted with people. So anyways, this has been a struggle, like I've said, that I've been dealing with for a really, really, really long time. I've even had other health issues. Because my breasts were larger, I was more prone to lumps, painful ones at that. Speaking of which, whenever I went in to get them checked out to make sure obviously they weren't cancerous or anything, I would always ask the lady, or excuse me, not the lady, the doctor who was doing my checkup, if it would be possible to look into breast reduction surgery. And the first time I was 19, no, I wasn't even 19, I was 16, and they told me I was too young and that no doctor would do it because girls don't stop growing until they're around 19 years old. So they were just basically like, well, you're going to keep growing, so doing the surgery would be silly because they could just end up getting bigger even more. And then when I was then 19, I got another lump and then went in to the doctor, and she said that someone might do it, just depending on who I can find. And so then I set up an appointment with a surgeon, and we went through the whole consultation, the whole appointment, that stuff, and then it came back that insurance denied me because insurance will pay for a breast reduction if the breasts are causing enough health issues. So, however, insurance denied me because they told me to go back to the chiropractor some more if my back was really bothering me, but chiropractors aren't free. So, insurance denied me, and so that kind of bummed me out, and obviously I didn't go through with their surgery. Flash forward to just last month, I met with a doctor on July 22nd, and we had our consultation, and on July 24th, I got the surgery. And if that seems quick, it's because it was. I mean, seriously, consultation, one day, rest day, surgery. It was just a little bit of whiplash, but I was so excited that I couldn't even really be that nervous. Although I was quite nervous, mainly because I didn't want to regret it, which I definitely do not regret getting surgery in any shape or form. This last even just 2 weeks that I've been able to function more normally has been amazing. I think the first words that came out of my mouth as soon as they woke me up from the anesthetic was, "Oh my gosh, I can breathe," because seriously, I could not properly even breathe with my G-sized breast on my 130-pound body. So like I said, I don't have any regrets, and I'm so happy with the surgery and with my doctor. My doctor is easily one of the best surgeons, doctors, person I have ever met. He was a great guy, and they took care of me so well, and it went really well. So more on the technical side of things, what I ended up getting done was a breast reduction, and they took 700 cc's out of my right breast and 630 cc's out of my left breast, which totaled to about 4 pounds, and I'm still at a size D. According to my doctor, my breasts were some of the largest that my hospital where I had the surgery where anyone had ever seen, so definitely needed to be done. And he was even surprised that insurance denied me the first time, because he said that I was right where I needed to be, that insurance should have been approving the surgery. But anyways, got it done regardless. He ended up doing incisions right here, up and around. The sides are mainly because obviously there would be excess skin, and so he calls it the dog ears. I know, horrible name, but it prevents dog ears from forming, so that I don't have obviously excess skin hanging out after my surgery is done, because I've gone down so much smaller. And it was a day surgery. I stayed overnight mainly because my surgery ended at 7. I was in there for about 4 hours. I was under for about 4 hours. And I woke up, I remember, around 7:30 p.m. and then I stayed overnight, and then I left the next morning. I did have tubes, drainage tubes inside of underneath my breast to obviously get rid of any drainage, and those were only in for 3 days. So I had them in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, got them out Monday, so I guess that's 4 days. I just got my last set of stitches out on Monday, and so now I am completely healed. Well, not healed, but on the process of healing. I have no more stitches, no more gauzes, nothing like that. The recovery is supposed to be 6 weeks, but I feel just normal, which my doctor says is great, because a lot of people after the surgery get tired very easily, and the only time that I really feel sluggish is if I start to do a lot of activity, such as cleaning, going out and doing errands, stuff like that consecutively. I'm okay to just pick up things and stuff like that. Although I can't pick up more than about 7 pounds, it still kind of hurts to use my pec area, my pectorals, and it's still a little bit sore to raise my arms above my head to put on my clothes, stuff like that. I also, probably the worst thing about this entire surgery was having to sleep on my back in no other position. I can't tell you how frustrating and almost painful it is to only be able to stay on your back day after day after day after day. I did not look forward to nighttime because there was no way to get comfortable, because before I was a total side sleeper, so to just be forced on my back, which I never sleep on, it was quite annoying. So that was probably the only worst part about it. My scars will end up not being that big. They'll probably be the tip of a pencil once they're all healed, and then they'll be white, which I'm pale, so I doubt you'll even be able to see them unless, I don't know, I get tan for whatever reason. So yeah, that's my plastic surgery story. I absolutely recommend to people who are considering getting a breast reduction to look into it, because there are some cons. And I'll only have about, at the most, 60% sensation the rest of my life, and I probably won't be able to breastfeed. But I took that as a sacrifice I was willing to make to be healthier and more comfortable and more confident. So again, do your research, find a good doctor. A good doctor makes a world of a difference. I don't think I would have had such a pleasant experience if it hadn't been for my amazing doctor. So definitely shop around. Don't just settle with the first doctor that tells you yes, or tells you no for that matter. I debated doing this video because, I mean, realistically it's not really anyone's business whether I got surgery or not, but I just thought that I couldn't be the only girl struggling with this problem of lack of confidence, health issues, all of that stuff, and maybe they were considering about getting breast reduction surgery, but it was too scary, or they thought they would regret it. I mean, obviously every person is different. I mean, you gotta love yourself before you can get the surgery done, because the surgery isn't gonna make you a better person or enhance your love life or whatever. Before the surgery, was happy with the person that I am, and getting this done was mainly for the health issues that were occurring because of my breasts. Like I said, I did also have confidence issues, but not so much so that this surgery would just totally and completely change the way I was as a person. I am happier and I am healthier, but I was still happy before. I also just, I mean, this isn't going to change who I am as a person. I'll still be Carly, but now I just feel a lot better, a lot healthier, and I mean, it's totally up to you if you decide to get the surgery done. And just like I said, you gotta look around, you gotta do your research, do your homework, get to know your doctor. That's probably the best thing you could do. But also just know that even if you don't go through with the surgery, you're still going to be you, and that's all that really matters. I hope this was helpful to anyone who is considering getting this surgery. Know the risks, know the cons, know the pros, know all that. Just know that my experience may be different than your experience, but I have no regrets. I have absolutely no regrets. I feel a million times better, and I'm sure as my recovery continues, I'll only feel that much more better as time goes on. So I hope to get back onto schedule of uploading videos every week or so. I don't really have a set schedule because right now I don't think anyone is waiting by their computer on a Monday night for my uploads. So I start school on August 25th too, so that might be a factor into how quickly and often I upload, but I'm thinking I can balance it all out. So thanks for watching, you guys. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below and I will try to answer it the best that I can. And I will see you guys next time.